That's the Collegio Urbano, one of the colleges here on the Vatican property. It specializes in theology and philosophy. And I'm telling you all that because we're renting space from Collegio Urbano, and so are a lot of other television networks, to cover this papal conclave. So let me show you around. Why do we like this spot? Because when we pan over here, where are we? We're right on the edge of St. Peter's Square with a great shot from overhead. And there's the papal balcony where the new pope will come out. The crowds gather in the square down there. It's a little rainy, a little chilly today, but nevertheless there have been people here. But let's walk over here a little bit and you'll see what all the different television networks are trying to do. They're trying to get a great shot of the Vatican. So you see these little white tents everywhere on rooftops in this particular area. And they are literally from all over the world. The last time we were in Rome almost slipped there. The last time we were in Rome to tell the story of a major event at the Vatican was the funeral of John Paul II in 2005. And we used, I don't know whether you can see that building over there, there's some green scaffolding on it beyond those yellow and white tents. That's a hotel. And we used the rooftop of that hotel to broadcast from. It's kind of behind St. Peter's. We tried to use it again this year, but they wanted, everything's gone up in price, right? It's gone up almost 3 times what we paid the last time. So we said, no, there's no way we're not going to pay that kind of money. We ended up making a deal with a number of other networks here at the Collegio Urbano. Remember the Marshall McLuhan phrase, a global village? Well, that's what events like this have become, a global village, because journalists from around the world, 5,600 here, are telling the story of what's happening in this conclave. And the television networks beaming those signals around the world at a time when a lot of people around the world are following this story, not just the more than 1 billion Catholics, but others as well, trying to figure out what's actually happening in the Catholic Church. This is an area that we're using for our particular booth, so I'll give you a sense of that. We're sharing it with the Portuguese who are just setting up their operation here right now. On the other half of it is where we're located. And we've been broadcasting now for the last couple of days, doing our program, and you'll get a sense from over here what our location's like. It's a little crowded, but this is, life on the road. Looking once again outside, you see more of these media tents all along the row here overlooking St. Peter's Square. But on our row, which is, we love our location obviously, Dave, try and slip down through this little area here, and then maybe you can stick your camera out. Down there at the end, NBC, the American network, the far booth is operations for, like right now, the Today Show will be operating out of that booth, and next door to it, their cable channel used to be called MSNBC. They operate out there. Now you can't quite see the booths in between them and us, but the Spaniards are there. There's a couple of booths for the BBC as well. So really, from all over the world, they're telling that story. And once again, as I said, the global village. We live in an era where the world is hearing a story. And in this case, the story of the papal conclave for the Catholic Church, everybody's hearing it at the same time. When we're focused on that little chimney, which is right over there above the Sistine Chapel, next to St. Peter's, so is the rest of the world. They're all looking at this smoke coming out of a copper chimney to signal whether or not those 115 cardinals have elected a new leader. And when they have, what kind of leader that person is going to be. Is he going to change the direction of the church? What's he going to do about the great controversies that face that church? The world is watching. I know some people don't care about this story, but an awful lot of people do care. And that's why you got all these little white tents all over rooftops here in the Vatican City area to tell this story to a world that's anxious to hear it.